好，欢迎来到 Mandarin Monkey 广播时间。
Why, hello there, and welcome back to the Mandarin Monkey Podcast, episode 295.
第295集，对吗
Yeah, I think I'm away. Okay, yeah, what's the day?
是对的 ，OK。
周五 OK, 欢迎来到这是我们的广播 We still haven't got a tagline for it, but it's the podcast where you can come and listen to learn some 中文因为
我说中文
and I speak English, so
所以你可以 keep on track of the story using Chinglish。
对啊，
世界上最棒的 Chinglish 广播。
对， and what the reason we've developed this essentially is just so that you can listen to just general chit chat and whatnot in 中文 without getting frustrated that you don't really follow what's going on. And that was a big problem of mine as well when you're listening to like pure target language content.
对
Sometimes you just lose the plot. And you think, I don't know what they're talking about anymore. So your brain kind of switches off. And although passive listening is good, sometimes it gets you annoyed and you just turn it off. You think, I'll just listen to my audiobook.
对
Or whatever, it's 我不知道。但是我们的广播你可以听他说中文，我会说英文。
是
And yeah, and you can follow along. So what it means 是调查。
我是 Yula。
You never have a different...
调查
Hi,
嗨调查
我是调查 So
调查是你的新单字
kind of, yeah. I asked you about it a couple of nights ago because I'm reading like a dictionary, which is so cool. That makes me so cool. Reading.
怎样酷啊
That was sarcasm. If you didn't pick up on it, please don't die. So Yula's 声音 她的声音 her voice went the way of the dodo yesterday or the day before, right?
星期一
因为我们
要录音的那一天
我们的儿子他给我们 like a 新的感冒 for, you know, it was new from the mountains, from the volcano of Iran, and it was just like a heavy chest and a cough and a bit of a sore throat.
对，所以我现在要轻轻的说话，就 speak gently， 但是我还是会一直咳嗽 so forgive me.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll be fine. Stop it, 咳嗽。
那因为我说话一定会咳嗽啊。
Yeah, 我知道。No, 没关系 just their ear holes. Someone's sitting on the train right now going, 我不要你咳嗽。
我会把麦克风拿走。
对 Move away. Okay.
这样应该就
No, 不行，这是不行。
就听不到了。
Yeah.
没有，我咳嗽的时候拿走。
Don't keep doing that.
说话的时候回来。
Because I can hear you, okay? But they will not be able to hear you probably.
我知道。所以你读词典 dictionary.
Yeah, I do that.
你觉得真的有用吗？
Yeah, it's good. I know a lot of the words, but it's nice to see the ones I don't really use often or don't know. And 调查 was one of them.
对
which means investigate or investigating.
对，然后 Tom 就问了很多 like so far 我觉得他问我的问题都是 individual words.
Yeah.
因为你会说 OK 调查是 investigate. 那调呢？然后我就说 investigate.
Yeah, 对，所以我问他调是什么？他说这是 investigate. I said, oh, okay, cool. So what's 调查？他说 oh yes, it's investigate. 就是 what? And she goes, yeah, so you investigate something. It's 调查。
所以这个我要解释一下为什么中文这么的烦，就是因为就是 concept 的问题，就是以语言。
Oh, drink your tea, woman.
I have to talk. So, 英文是 letters. Each letters doesn't mean anything unless you put them together to form a word. 这是英文的 concept. 但是中文不一样。中文不一样。中文是 each word, each character has its own meaning. And we sometimes put similar meanings together to form another more specific vocabulary.
Yeah. Like, so for example, another word that we discussed with this kind of same similar principle was 记 like 手机的记 like to like collect.
收集的集
Yeah. So and it was the same kind of principle. So like why 手机? Because I was curious to whether the 手 I know it's a different character was like hands, like hand collection. So like things you collect with your hands would be 手机. But it's not that.
不是
Different character. But 记 is collect.
对，所以收集这两个字，收是 mean receive，
yeah.
集是 collect，
yeah.
所以这两个这
Go on. Yes. Get it out.
这两个 individual words 都有 meanings，然后你把它们放在一起，就是更 specific. So you receive stuff and then you collect them, you keep them. So it's a collection or to collect.
说台词
To collect.
Okay, 好啊。
怎样
Collect, collection. It's a collection. You're collecting.
Yeah, it can be a noun or a verb.
A
That's
collective.
why. 对 ，But anyway， 所以为什么有时候我会讲来，因为你会说嘛，调查是 investigation or to investigate。那调是什么意思？我也会跟你讲 ，it means to investigate。But 查 means to examine.
Examine. Do you know? Is 经查的查一样吗
？No， 不一样。
Okay.
对，查 ，so 调查的查 means to 去找到问题的意思。查 means to 找到问题 to find the problem.
Yeah, find the problem. Yeah.
所以调查 two words together form to investigate or investigation. 调查。所以很多时候我们可能会告诉你一样的 definition, but it's not our fault. 中文就是这样。That is the concept of 中文。
Yeah.
对。
And it's complicated. And that's why I think some of the logic is a bit confusing. But hey ho, we're not here for a lesson. But we kind of are, but we're not.
Yeah, 但是这很有趣啊，因为
很有趣，对。
就是为什么？因为大家一定会觉得哦，好烦哦。调查是 to investigate， 调也是 to investigate。So which one should I remember? You have to remember both.
Yeah, 但是我问你，如果我用 ，Oh my God， 我的中文，如果我用调，只有调而已，就是可以，还是 I could be 安全？如果我只有用调查 and you're like you're pretty safe using 调查 in most 场合 and context.
对啊。
So I was like, okay, cool.
应该是说这样，你可以知道 the meaning of each word. 但是 when it comes to remember vocabulary, you have to remember the whole vocabulary. 对，因为 like 小 can mean young and can be small.
Yeah.
但是 in which vocabulary it means young or it means small, 你要记得啊。So 小心 it means to be careful. Here it doesn't mean small. Neither small nor young.
Yeah.
所以小心就是 careful.
Yeah.
You have to remember 小心就是 careful. That's it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like the combination of these characters or words can make up to obviously mean a different thing. Like 火山.
Oh yeah, 火山.
Like 火山, for example. So fire mountain.
Mountain, 对. Then that
volcano.
will make sense. It makes sense.
Right. So you have to know 火 is fire and 山 is mountain, and then to combine them both would mean volcano. So
yeah. 就很像 puzzles, 就是你要知道每一个 puzzle what they look like, 然后把它们两个放在一起，你就OK, 这是一个新的东西，
对
新的单字，对，所以你可以知道 but you need to remember the whole vocabulary for specific context.
对。Well, 谢谢老师。
不会，对不起 I cough so much.
No, 没关系。People get sick, and we are what I'd like to refer to as people. So, we had a bit of a heavy chest. Sounds a bit COVID-y, but we've already had COVID. I know that doesn't mean we can't get it again. 我知道，
很不一样。COVID 的感觉跟我们现在的感觉非常的不一样，
就是没有力气。
对，在 COVID 那时候，我们得到 COVID 的时候，那个就是我们都是完全没有 energy，
对
，zero energy.
I feel like that was the worst 症状。
Yeah. Fatigue 就是很疲惫很疲倦，真的是来像现在 even 我们的孩子说 Daddy Mommy 然后陪我们玩，我需要煮饭，我们需要出去外面，我们可以现在我们可以做，但是 at that time when we have COVID 不行，没办法， just let me lay in the sofa, just let me rest.
That's the thing, right?
不要，我不想动，我也不能动， I couldn't move.
Yeah. I was like, I remember doing it. We were both fighting the tiredness. Like I literally nothing in me. I was like, I don't, there's nothing. And they had 3 kids like messing about. And it's like, luckily Darian was here.
And
we like went up to our bedroom. I just collapsed on the bed. 哦，我记得
是不一样的感觉。
Yeah, just
这只
没有理解。
是真的就是感冒，就是一般的生病而已。
对。So welcome to the Mandarin Monkey Podcast. This is episode 295 of it. We're coming up to episode 300. That's 300 times we've spoken to you guys. Now, someone has interestingly said, I think they commented, and I'll find this comment because I liked it.
哦，对了，我找到了一箱 a box of Taiwan 的 snack
Yeah.
downstairs in our storage room.
为什么？
那个 Irene 帮我们寄过来。
哦，真的。
所以我在想 maybe 我们可以做一些什么有趣的东西 about those snacks.
Okay, but
可能啦 can be an idea.
Okay. So someone was saying, I'm not sure where it was. I thought it was on YouTube.
关于什么？吃的吗？
They said, it was something like, I can't find it directly here. No, I'm sorry for that. But someone was basically saying that they're listening to our podcast and they find it a super useful format to listen to, so they can sort of follow along and they get the input from you and then they can follow the context with me. But are you all right? 你还好吗？
我听起来还好吗？
Like before this podcast,
Yeah.
I didn't hear you cough.
啊，我在上课的时候也咳嗽。
真的。Yeah. So, but you're battling through your lessons, though, aren't you?
Poor Emma.
昨
天我真的是
对不起 Emma.
一直咳嗽。
And Mark.
Emma,
Yeah. So they said that what they found interesting, I think they're on episode 30. And what they found interesting was the evolution of 我们的广播.
对。
And how it's improving slowly over time.
对。
Because obviously we upgrade the equipment and 我们的 format.我们换了我们的 format.
Yeah.
And 我们的 sheet, like all the systems and all this kind of stuff. And all this kind of formula. And they said it's interesting even from 1 to 30.
Oh,
that it's the format's changed. Yeah, because we would just sit in front of a blue Yeti mic in our bedroom on a little table. So that was 很有趣. And they sort of say, obviously they like the podcast. So I appreciate the comments. So thank you very much for coming along. We appreciate you coming along. Also, I want to mention that we had a couple of new reviews. It's some 2 5-star reviews.
是.
Oh, this might be where it's from actually. Maybe it was the reviews instead of a comment. Yeah. I'm gonna read it. Okay, so there was two of them. One of them said perfect.
Oh.
Just title 标题是 perfect.
标题
完美
对。
然后 5 stars. And I like to listen to them.
谢谢。
谢谢你 for taking the time out, rating us 5 stars and saying you like to listen to us. We appreciate that.
好棒哦。
The longer one, kind of like a mini novel, but 我们喜欢 is from Australia. So I could do an Australian accent if I just want to make everyone angry. I don't know why. Australians like a bit of banter as well as English people do.
不要让他们生气，但是你只是
I've been waiting. I've been waiting. I sound like... Okay, let me tell you where my little accent comes from, just to let you know. When I was young, 我小的时候，我跟 actually like 姐姐，我的姐姐跟我的妈妈，我的妈真的喜欢看a TV show called Home and Away and Neighbours. Right?
那个是澳洲的，
这是澳洲的
电视。
Yeah, 对电视。But it's like a drama kind of thingy, right? But it's like a family-friendly drama, like EastEnders, but Australian. And there was characters in it like called Toadie and stuff like that, right?
然后你会他们的腔是不是？
I had to watch it because of my mum and my sister, right? I was in front of like, because like The Simpsons was on after it, sort of thing on Channel 2 or whatever. Home and Away and Neighbours, mate. And they always used to be like that, all right? And there was a guy called Alfie who was like, Alfie, my name's Alfie. And he really had like a really harsh kind of Australian. All right there, like this kind of, like what I'd imagine is the...
All right.
All right there.
Oh.
All right there?
All right there.
You're right there. Yeah. No, that's all right. So this is the review, 5-star review. Okay. Fantastic podcast, 5 stars. 谢谢你. I've been waiting for 2 years to travel to Taiwan. By the way, I don't know this is your accent because there's some of them are softer than this. I'm just doing the one from Home and Away.
Just do English accent.
No.
Okay.
很好笑. I've been waiting for 2 years to travel to Taiwan on a flagship scholarship in Australia. And I'm finally traveling there in November this year. During my 2 years of waiting to be allowed to travel, I spent my last 12 months listening to your podcasts. And they have been fantastic so far.
谢谢.
And by the way, what's funny about this review is they're on episode 30, yeah? They're not going to catch up to this episode where I mention them. for a few years.
Oh no.
I'm only up to episode 30, but I plan on listening to them more consistently leading up to me moving. I love how your podcasts speak in both Mandarin and English. It gives learners a variety of levels to follow along at different levels of comprehension without getting bored or frustrated.
你看听起来很像美国人欸。
Do I? Well, to you, to your ears, really? No, they're more like that.
越来
On
越
top of
像
this, I don't know why I sound like a business guy. On top of this, so on top of this, on top of this, on top of this.
好厉害哦。
Yeah. On top of this, I've been very interested in your stories and topics that you guys cover, which makes for great listening, regardless of how much I understand. I have a long way to go and probably a few years of listening to catch up to your newest episodes. By the way, hi. We're talking about you now, whoever wrote this.
还有吗
Looking forward. Last thing, I love how the episodes. Oh, I'm looking forward to the journey. So yeah, so I'm listening to catch up to your newest episodes, but I'm looking forward to the journey. Last thing, I love how the episodes are slowly improving in quality as you guys progress. It shows that you guys are committed and you want to get better. I wonder where you guys are now. Thanks again.
在英国
Yeah, so when you're listening to it, thank you very much.
谢谢，这个好棒哦。
对啊, woman I need. And if you've just caught up, and I'm going to read who you are just for a sec, just so when you catch up, you'll be surprised. Mateland. So if you ever catch up, Mateland, thank you so much for the lovely review and the lovely words. We super appreciate it. It's one of the reasons that we keep doing what we're doing, and one of the reasons that we have done 295 episodes
对啊
of waffling. 对啊，你喜欢吗？
有吗？我们有 waffle，yeah， 对，我们没有 waffle， 但是我们会来一直讲到别的地方去。
对啊，
我们有一个主题，
Yeah.
但是我们通常都会讲别的。
It never stays on where it's supposed to stay. We played a game of we had an episode where we played a game of Uno.
什么是 Uno？
Uno.
哦，
那个游戏吗？
Uno， 对。
You know what I mean? The Uno, the how man.
对啊，然后嘞，
We played it on the podcast.
有吗？
你记得吗？
我们有玩。
We were just bored, I think. We speak so much. But anyway, listen.
我们居然在广播上面玩 Uno。
We did. It was crazy. I've got little CBD patches here, and 我会解释为什么。
这是
Darian 的，对啊，and she 给了我们。And I'm going to stick one on my arm. And I have done for the last few days. I don't know if it works. I'm not like a CBD salesperson, or I don't really care. But if it's supposed to help with anxiety and royal. So if it helps.
所以你现在是想要讲这些 anxiety 吗？今天？
对啊。
真的哦？
Yeah.
好啊。
It's 很奇怪的感觉，对不对？ Anxiety is an a-hole.
Anxiety 是焦虑，就是你很焦虑。我们昨天
担心吗？
不是担心
Worry
不一样，担心跟焦虑不一样。
See, that's an interesting topic though, because if you were saying to me anxiety and then worry, there would definitely be an argument that they are very similar, if not the same thing.
可是我觉得担心跟焦虑不难解释，就是有时候你就是早上起床，你就是觉得很焦虑。你不担心哦，我们有东西吃，然后我们有房子住，然后我有工作，我有钱，但是你就是觉得很焦虑。那只是因为就是你的生活上面有很多的压力，你可能昨天没睡好，或是你昨天跟你的男朋友、女朋友、老公、老婆吵架，那你会觉得很焦虑，或是你要去台湾读书了，你要move the country， 你会觉得很焦虑。那担心只是担心你是知道有问题的 ，like you know the problem， 你知道有问题，你很担心，你有钱的问题，你有食物的问题，你有documents 的问题，
So
这些都是问题，你会担心。
So 我们的情况是担心吗？
加焦虑。
Yeah. So okay. So
这是在一起的。
But right. Okay. So you're saying that you're saying more that if you know what you're worried about.
对啊。
It's worry. Whereas if it's general, it's anxiety.
对，就是有些人会知道他们知道有问题，但是你会担心这个问题。
You'll worry about like a specific, like a
对
面试，
对
like an interview。
但是有像你说的来，这是一个很模糊、很 blur 的一种感觉，就是焦虑和担心 can exist at the same time。可以，一定可以。
Yeah.
像很多时候，我常常起床就是我觉得很焦虑。不知道为什么，就是我很焦虑，但是我不担心哦，我不担心我不担心任何事情，但是我就是觉得很焦虑。那为什么我不知道
？I hate, waking up with anxiety, talking about it. It's waking up with it
对
and not knowing why
对啊
is a thing. It's not all right, mate.
很烦
Because that makes you more anxious. I prefer to like 知道我的问题是什么，
同意
所以我们可以说话。
Yeah.
And then you can like 用逻辑，然后 kind of like work out 你的问题。Like if you're like, oh, I don't like that mattress. That mattress is, it's in the way right now and I'm worried about it might fall over and hit me. But then what if it does hit me? I mean, it's quite soft. So if the mattress falls over and hits me, then it's not really going to hurt so much.
Yeah.
And you like, you use logic to figure out the worry, right? And then it helps.
Yeah.
Because you think, all right, well, I might be all right. I think we'll be all right.
对啊
It's just the unknown. So everybody 不知道the like the 答案 or whatever that the result would be. I think that's the biggest thing.
对啊，我不喜欢焦虑的感觉。
Yeah.
对，所以我们 definitely 我们有很多事情要担心，就是这几天或是接下来的9月份，我们会面临到很大的问题，就是我有关于我们的房子嘛。那我们的 rental 就关于到我的 visa， 然后我们现在要解决很多 visa 的问题，所以有非常多的事情要担心，这就让我们变得很焦虑。这样。
Okay, no. So just to 解释 to Amanda listeners about a couple of the things, not going into too much detail, but just the general gist of it is that Eula obviously is here in the UK.
是
And we got her a spousal visa because obviously 我们结婚了
是配偶签证
Yeah.
It's a
spousal visa, yeah.
对
And she's allowed to stay here for 2.5 years. And it was granted, this is great. We probably said this. It was granted, the visa was granted in the pandemic, during the pandemic.
2020年2年前
Yeah, no, just before, I think. We picked it up
2020
just after it was...
刚2年了
No, it was... Yeah, 2020, yeah, 对啊
2020
Yeah. So we picked it up in 2020, and in August or something like that.
对
And then it runs out in March 2023.
也就是明年的3月，我们还有8个月。
对 So we've been here我们住在英国 for 11个月。
11个月，对。
Right now. So probably, yeah. So we've been here 11 months. And, I think one of the caveats is that you have to stay in the country for 18 months. But, extenuating circumstances, there was a global pandemic. And we couldn't, because of lockdowns, the girly in Ingor and Taiwan, the girly, we couldn't easily get to England with a family.
没办法
It was challenging.
对
So we moved here obviously when it was slightly safer. Even though when we got here, we got COVID.
谁没有 COVID 对不对
Yeah, well, it's true. That's true. Everyone's got it. And to be fair, because we work from home,
对
if we didn't have kids, I don't think we would have got it.
有啊很多人说我在台湾听到有一些新闻，就是他们 even 在家工作或他们不工作，他们就在家，他们也得到 COVID。
他们的家庭
Maybe 对，不过他们都在家，也没有出去。
No, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible too. Anyway, so we did that. So, and also at the same time, our tenancy agreement is coming to an end, and we have to renew the tenancy for this place.
对
We got that, but obviously they cannot let us rent the place if Eula's visa is not extended.
是啊
So we have to apply for the extension and get some kind of answer before the rental period is up, which is
下个月
yeah, which is next month. And obviously, but obviously the renewal is 8 months away.
对
So, they're not going to be rushing to renew it. It wouldn't renew until next March anyway. And they say you should apply at least 28 days before.
对
Yeah.
对啊
So 就是我们的
我们的生活现在
就是担心吗？
Yeah 是担心对啊
就是这样担心
嘛
因为我们知道我们的情况是什么。
对啊因为我们会担心他 就是你知道他们不会想要马上 renew 我的签证，
对啊，
那怎么办 ？Tenant 一定会觉得不是 tenant landlord 的房东，他们一定会觉得哦，但是你3月就你不能在这边，你不能在英国，你一定要回台湾，怎么办？他们一定会担心。So,
yeah.
Well,
there you go. So that's where we are right now, and that's what Amanda dancing. Just in case you guys are whatever you guys are doing, whatever your worries are, and I'm sure 你们有很多的担心 because it's just 生活. What I keep reflecting on is a phrase of 5 words.
是
And it's nothing to do with 调查。
好。是什么呢？
It's enjoy the passing of time. Enjoy the passing of time.
这个是意思是珍惜当下嘛 ，like treasure the moment 是这样子的意思吗
？Not right.
为什么你要 enjoy the
passing of time? So essentially, we're born. Hey, everybody, we're born, and then we die, and in between that time passes.
We're
born. Yeah, we're born. I don't know why I said we're born. Hello, we are born, and then we die. I don't know where the accent came from. Sorry, 对不起。Yeah, we are born and then obviously we die. Everyone does it. It happens to everyone. This is a bit of a morbid conversation. I'm going to keep the tone up. So, everybody, the thing is, we're born and then we die. So, no, and there's a journey between, right?
Yeah.
And the time that passes from birth to death is just time passing, right?
Yeah.
You can't stop time. There's no time machines. We can't slow it down. You can stay healthy if you can. Obviously, if you're lucky, you stay healthy. And if you work hard, you can also get wealthy or at least survive and have an okay life. But what you must do in between that, no matter what you do, 如果你有工作，如果你真的喜欢你对你的健康很好 or whatever you're doing, or 你喜欢 like snorting cocaine, just enjoy the passing of time until that end point. Enjoy it. It's not really like, I guess it kind of is like enjoy the moment.
对啊
But
听起来很像
kind of, yeah. But the moment seems to me like it's one moment in time, whereas the passing of time is more every moment.
这个太深了
Is it 太
很深
Is it so is it really?
很深啊
that keeps playing in my head. And 我会告诉你为什么，因为我的妈妈坐在这里 like 昨天她坐在这里，
是，
然后她说 大家有 like 不一样的问题，大家有问题，
对啊，
你们不是特别的，你的情况不是特别的。So and whenever Nessa says that, I'm always thinking to myself, I always reflect and think, so
对啊，这不能解决的问题啊，我的问题还在啊。
Because everyone is everyone else.
对啊
Everyone else isn't having to deal with this renewal thing,
对
the financial thing, and all this. 台湾的问题是不一样 And obviously they have their own problems, and some people's problems are way worse than ours. But
我懂
but she's like, but then also I did reflect. I was thinking that's true, and everyone thinking about our friends at 学校 凯瑞的朋友他的他的父母他的朋友的父母
对
I was thinking 同学 that's what I was stuck on they have 很多的问题 and 我们知道他们的生活情况很不好
对
and tough as hell, right? And I'm thinking this is minor in comparison, and what we should do is do you know one thing I used to do 我要告诉你 when I had a 尿尿
你的那个
我的故事 yeah 我知道
对加油大家 OK
我去了右边然后左边然后走右左it all relates to the same thing
好
I had a wee before I moved to Taiwan I would go for 尿尿 right 然后我会说
为什么 OK
我会自己说
好
I cherish this moment not the 尿尿 I mean the wee was pretty good but not like life-changing.
Okay.
But like
就是你在尿尿的时候有这样子的想法
我会解释
好
The 尿尿 was just a moment in time.
好
Right? It was my weeing moment. I was having a wee.
对
But as I was weeing, my 生活 was okay. Like 没有牙齿痛，没有感冒，没有 like 身体痛，我的健康还好。Like 关系 was either not there or not bothering me right now. 工作 was okay. Do you know what I mean? Like life in that moment, life was okay. And I was like, I cherish this moment. Like, because it wasn't about the now, it was about the moment in time. And it just happened to be when I was having a wee.
因为那个感觉太好了。
Because because you can, because every time you meet someone, because this is the wunty, isn't it? Misery loves company, right?
对。
If you're sad, you tend to pull other people down. If you're being negative, you pull other people down.
是很容易 yeah.
And that's like a human thing, I think.
对。
And it's rare when you find, oh, actually, I'm okay. And I think one of the gifts is to pull people up when you're up.
真的。
Try and pull people up.
对啊。
And you got to look at those moments when actually things are okay. Like, 我们的情况 we'll get through this.
是
We'll get through this one way or the other. We're going to get through it. The finance thing, we'll get through it. The rental thingy, we'll get through it and we'll figure it out. But what I would love is to have a wee. Both of us have a wee. And it sounds very philosophical, doesn't it? Have a wee. And remember that at that moment, if it's okay, if 如果我们的生活 is okay, to remember to be grateful 很感谢 of 我们的生活情况。
我们一起去尿尿吧。
好啊。
Let's go.
Fist bump. Yeah, we can do that. All right. I also heard a thing yesterday about a willy and women's hair that I wanted to mention, but I thought it probably isn't appropriate for this podcast. Oh, yeah.
干嘛
I can't really finish that, can I?
不行
Okay, I won't do that. Thank you so much for the reviews anyway. 我们很感谢 we appreciate it and we hope that should we still be doing this by the time you get to where we are, welcome.
不要吓人家，我们会继续啦。We will continue.
He or she would have seen the formation of Mandarin Monkey, 你知道吗？
哎，你那时候在说的时候，我们好像有在讲到我们的 opening music， 对不对？
Yeah.
然后我真的那一天晚上，我就在床上看我们所有的从以前100集的时候
from
100 episode，我就找到，但是我现在又忘记了 I forgot the number， 但是从140集左右，我们的音乐好可爱哦 ，like every time is different， 你还记得吗？对，我知道，那个很可爱。然后我们的背景啊，然后我们的 opening， 还有我一开始 beginning of this one， 这个的音乐的时候，第一集 we didn't clap，
I know，
然后就让我觉得好烦，对。就让我觉得好讨厌哦！为什么他们没有拍拍？
对啊，
怎么需要那个拍拍才可爱啊，才对。
Yeah。
然后我们就用这个音乐用了大概100多集了吧 ，right？ 100多了耶 ，over 100。
And we didn't, up until that point.
对啊。
And then clap. There you go. It's evolving. And I'm sure in 200 episodes time, if we're still here, if we're still doing it, it'll be different too.
我们要不要换啊？就是在300集的时候 we change.
Oh my God, no, don't say that.
为什么？
Just a brand.
是吗？
Yeah, Mandarin Monkey, clap. Because you hear that music, it's Mandarin. You think of Mandarin Monkey. If you've heard of us.
你不觉得这很 magic 吗？就是很奇妙，很魔法。就是当你听到一个东西，或是看到一个东西，就会让你想到这个公司。
我会告诉你 I'll give you.
然后我们找到了。
比如说。
我们找到了，
对，我们知道 ，Yeah。
好，
比如说，哒啦啦啦啦
，I'm loving it 。麦当劳 ，Yeah，Great
marketing，
很棒，对啊。
噔噔噔 ，Yeah， like Intel and all this kind of stuff, and the opening music to Windows PC, like you have to, it's clever. Even Minecraft,
Yeah，
you hear that music, you know.
对，马上。
Or this sound.
对
，You hear, you know, anything here.
Even 就是你把那个音乐放在就是背景音乐，你在听的时候，你会觉得啊，这是什么？这个我知道。
Yeah.
然后会觉得很对，就很讨厌。然后你想不到的时候，你会觉得这我知道这个东西。对，你就一直想，但是你会觉得那个声音跟那个 melody 就是在你的脑里面，在你的脑海里面，你没有办法忘记的。
I hope it continues. I mean, because we need to stay on. The only thing is we're harder to find. We're quite difficult to find, Mandarin Monkey.
我不懂为什么
Because we're buried in other people. Not 我们的广播是第一.
Yeah.
We're the number one Chinglish podcast in the world. But the company, obviously, like teaching platform stuff, because obviously we do lessons.
是
And we have amazing teachers. And that was the whole point.
对
It's kind of where most of the money comes from.
对啊
Also, we have apps, a couple of apps out, and we produce content, obviously on a regular basis for those, but still difficult to find.
对
I mean, can I give you an example?
好
The company I work, that company,
是
they have a team of 180 copywriters,
Wow.
and they previously produced 5,000 articles a month.
太可怕了
5,000 a month, just for SEO. Just for just internet search words and stuff like that.
所以他们公司这么大就是有原因的啊
Well, yeah.
Reason for that.
Well, that's why. I mean, that's how they got big, because they're very good at SEO.
对
So if we had a team of people writing articles about learning Dongwon and included the name Mandarin Monkey, it helps people find us. But it's difficult because you always get the comments, 他们会说,我只有找到你而已. Like, I've been looking for years. Like, I've searched the world and I've just found you literally now.
我们就是
hidden away.
我们是海里的红宝石
We are little like pirate treasure buried away. But we are, I think the community is a big part of that as well. And I feel like if you join the community and you actually get involved in the community, that's the big trick. If you sit back and just don't talk to anybody, you won't get the benefits. But if you join in and talk to people, you'll see.
对啊 The
peeps are awesome.
一定的
But yeah, no.
好了，我们讲点开心的事情好不好？
好啊。
这礼拜我们要去露营
Yeah, we are going to the camps.
而且这一次我们要去海边
We're going down to
是
Swanage.
吗 Swanage 是海边吗
There is a beach there, yes.
我们要去露营然后这是我们 kind of like escape the world 的地方的活动所以那时候你不是很期待吧
It's not.
但是对我来说啦我觉得因为有孩子一定是很辛苦很是甜蜜的 like sweet 什么甜蜜的负担的 sweet burden、他们不是 burden 但是就是一种照顾他们需要花很多的时间然后 like they will call your name all the time they want you with them all the time 但是这是 sweet 很甜蜜的跟你的孩子所以我就觉得 even 我们只是在外面我去露营去换个地方换个environment 我们还是跟着孩子但是我知道那种 relax 就是我们想要放松的感觉就不见了就没有一种放松的感觉没有一种充电的感觉所以你会觉得好像更累好像 after the trip is 我觉得更累这样
Yep. You come back tired, more tired, yep.
对啊但是你总不能就是都待在家嘛你不能都只有在家里面你到外面你去看看大自然啊然后去海边玩啊去看看树啊我觉得这都是很棒的所以还是有一种 like 转换change your mind a bit 的目的这是我的感觉就是我最不想要让他觉得是一个很累的 trip 不想让他觉得是一个很烦的很没有办法放松的 trip 就是毕竟 after all 我们的孩子还是得跟着我们在一起那他们也很 enjoy 啊他们也很 enjoy 他们的生活然后也很 enjoy daddy mommy 在他们旁边
他们有很好的时间
对他们有很棒很好玩的时间只是说我们会比较辛苦但是这是一种来我们在创造我们的家庭故事的一个活动所以我觉得还是好玩的啦
Okay, and so that's her argument. But
但是你会看到我的眼袋 like my eyes 在下面
Yeah, baggy eye, look horrible. We come back feeling bad
对
about it. But at least the kids have a nice time.
对呀
And we've gone out and done something. And 现在我们有故事 So we're going to go to Swanage. It's near the high end, the beach. We're going to have a little beach holiday. We haven't done that before. Do you know what I found out yesterday from Mum?
什么
Do you know that walk we go on down to the sheep?
对
We went off left and we went down that long path towards the cricket place.
对
Don't do that. Go right around the lake. So we went left, go right and go towards the road. Because I always say, oh, don't go near that. It's a road, right? But if you go to that road and go over it, there's another fence. Go over that, walk through a bit, and there's a field of horses. Apparently.
真的
There's a field of horses and you keep going. Yeah.
Oh.
You should do that.
你知道 Emma 要来找我们吗？ 在8月的时候 Emma 跟他们的家人要来找我们看我们。然后我们 all of us 要
8月。
对8月。我们要一起去那个地方。
Really?
We're going there.
Are we?
对啊。
With the kids?
他们喜欢走路嘛。
Do they?
对啊。
Is her husband coming?
全家人。
Oh, really? Okay.
所以我们要 meet up， 然后
只有他们而已吗？
对对对。然后我们要去走路，在那个河那边走路，
Okay.
然后去野餐 ，go have a picnic， 然后我们也可以去那个地方。
Okay.
这是我们的 trip。
Oh, so surprise.
所以我们可以一起 explore。
Yeah. Okay, cool.
对啊。
Oh, my nose is so
我
itchy.
们不知道因为那时候我们就觉得那边就是路啊，所以就不要去那里了。所以妈妈说那边有地方可以去。
对。And I didn't know that.
好吧。
We have to explore it because we went off that way, didn't we? But I'm not by that really big tree. With the fist on it or the hand on it or something, whatever it was, the sign of the foot or something.
Huh?
It had like a hand burnt into it or a foot or something. I think so, wasn't it?
我没有看到。
I'm imagining.
But anyway, 好，
Do you know what? This is the thing. By the way, you said Fudan, burden.
对。
I felt my neural pathways getting thicker.
这里吗？没有，我还没有离开这里哦。
No.
Neural.
Neural, yeah. So it's 在我的头脑里。Right? My GE 的
Yeah.
My GE 变大。
你的记忆
Or like 长大。Tell you why.
好，
So
我不懂那个意思。
I'm pretty sure what just happened was so I learned the word fudan a while ago for burden, but I very rarely use it. Burden doesn't really come up in conversation a lot.
没有。
Even in English, it just doesn't. You don't really say, "Oh, that's my burden. That's my burden to bear." You don't
那
really.
什么时候会讲 burden？
Well, like that. Like, oh, that's a bit of a burden, isn't it? Oh, like you've got 3 kids. That's a bit of a burden. You know what I mean? Like you've got
但是 burden 它的意思是
you got like a
好的吗
dog. You got a dog, so you can't go and hold. That's a bit of a burden, isn't it? Or you got to take your dog with you. Oh, burden. Burden. It sounds like a name.
好烦
Burden, come here.
不要这样。
Come here, burden.
burden 有不好的意思吗？
No? Well, burden is, yeah. It just means
但是你如果说这3个孩子是我的 burden， 这样不好吧？
it just sound gender easy. It just like 是你的压力。
负担这样压力。
负担是 like 压力 it's like 但是这是你的。
对，因为我们中文会说是甜蜜的负担。They are the sweet burden.
但是
not
不一
just
样
the
，this is like a different one. But anyway, you said 负担 and I learned that a little while ago. I remember learning it. I think it was on like my flashcards or something. 我忘记了。
好。
Or in my dictionary. I can't remember. And I thought, okay, yeah, I got that. Or it may have been in one of our stories or something on the app. I was like, okay, cool, 负担. Then you just said it again, which brought it back up. And my memory went, boing, 负担. That's burden, isn't it? Oh, it is burden. Yeah. So it basically like re-upped it, like it pinged it back up into my mind.
Yeah.
And I felt it physically in my brain go, oh, I know that. Like I know that word. I remember that word now. Do you know what I mean? Even though I hadn't, it just took a couple of seconds because it was like,
那你现在知道
burden. Oh yeah.
你现在知道我的感觉就是 after we met， 然后我们在聊天的时候，好多字，
Yeah.
这是我的头脑的感觉。
对，
就是好多单字在你的脑海里面，他们就是 deep in sleep。然后当你讲话的时候，他们就嘣嘣嘣嘣嘣，那种什么，对，全部都在讲，你知道？
It's actually surprising. Actually, I've noticed with my memory maybe a couple of things are happening. I don't sleep very well, so I wake up very tired, and I just don't remember things because of that.
就他完全就是 lost the ability to remember.
Yeah, or I'm getting old, or both. It's very typical. You know, if you don't sleep well,
是啊
you're dumb.
对
If you know, I mean, like in the sense that you get dumb if you don't.
不是 dumb， 就是你的脑子会越来越弱 ，weaker and weaker every day.
I felt myself get dumber. I say dumber, like I mean, like unable to recall things easily, not as quick, doing stuff. Do you know what I mean? Whereas something I may have done a bunch of times before, I'd be like, how do I do this again? What's the? Yeah. what do I need to do? Why am I confused by this right now? And that's because I'm too tired.
这是我们老的时候会有的感觉。
Yeah.
老的时候。
Yeah.
因为老了之后，你会头脑会越来越慢嘛。
Become slower, yeah.
你就觉得为什么现在我没有办法
Yeah.
想得很快这样。
Yeah.
这应该也是老人的一种担心吧。这是老人担心，就会觉得说我怎么了？为什么我的脑袋越来越慢？
Yeah.
没有办法想很快，没有办法说很快，或者是没有办法解决一件事情很快。就是老人担心，现在你已经有了。
是 but 我不知道如果他们知道这是他们的问题 or they just accept it.
就像你现在有这样子的问题，你现在要接受吗？还是说你要
Well, yeah, no, I know, as I say, like I know I accept my issue, but the thing is I know why it is. I mean, I know if I'm losing sleep and stuff like that.
对啊
And it has been really bad, not because of Max, just because my mind.
然后 Max 好棒
He's been okay recently, but
对
we've moved him out of our bedroom. So he's been okay recently, but
对啊
still I don't sleep very well for reasons.
这么多年嘞，2年没有睡好了，
Yeah, it's been a couple of years.
这么久了，
对。So we need decent sleep.
是
I was thinking about going to Bannatyne Spa. I wanted to take you to Bannatyne Spa with those all those showers and stuff.
Please.
But it's so
带我
expensive.
去
It's so expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe not. But we're going to go up to the cathedral and have the film harmonic orchestra play
是
some classical music.
Yeah, 好期待，我很期待。
And enjoy that. I actually got to get hold of the babysitter, the
Yeah.
childminder, to make sure that she's definitely coming.
对啊，快到了，我好
对。
期待哦。
Well, listen, I got to go because I have a 开会. I have a meeting.
好。
但是我爱你们 and 对不起 that 我们的内容 has slowed down a little bit.
对
Got plenty of things to do. I'm very busy other than Mandarin Monkey as well now.
而且现在是暑假 summer vacation，
It is
所以
as well,
我们的
that too.
孩子都在家，但是
That too.
我们一定还是会 keep on our schedule.
Yeah.
our content
We've actually got
schedule.
a bunch. Eula's done a bunch of amazing content, including for the app and various other things, including grammar lessons where her and the teachers go into common grammar mistakes in Zhongwen. Also, there's a new podcast series about cat people called
对
Cat
我们
People.
都是 cat people。
We're all cat people.
我跟 Cynthia 不是老师，我跟 Cynthia 一起就是在聊聊关于猫咪的事情。
Yeah.
然后 Irene 我们的那个闺蜜聊天室
闺蜜聊
is coming
Back.
所以在8月的时候我们会继续开始的录音。
Yeah.
对，然后还有 HSK 的单字
Yeah.
sentences
HK 单词 Yeah. 对啊。
我还在 I'm still working on it， 所以有很多的 content。
And then we have a 故事 every week as well. We have
对
our 故事 yeah.
故事 our story podcast， 所以有很多的 contents they're all on their way， 所以我们只是
There's a bunch
需要
saved in the car.
时
Just
间
got to edit them and get them out. 对啊。
没错，好，有任何问题可以写信到 chat@mandarinmonkey.com or go to our website www.mandarinmonkey.com。
对啊。
你还要说什么吗？
That's it. Oh, also, if you're interested in learning more about the podcast or listening to more content done by Mandarin Monkey, you can find it if you go to the App Store, the iOS or Android App Store, and just search for Mandarin Monkey. You'll find our podcast app and a game called Mandaboo. The podcast app has a comprehension game, and you can take notes and all that kind of stuff, and all of our crazy special content. But also, and Mandaboo is a sort of speaking and listening game that you can play based on the word taboo, which is like a common word game.
And it's a great game to build up your confidence.
Certainly is.
谢谢你们收听，谢谢你们收看，我们下次见喽，拜
拜。